Hello everyone, welcome back to Danielle's Downtime. I hope you are ready to learn about a new shark. As you can see, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently now. I do still intend to draw names out of my little jar for sharks, but I do want to come into the video and have you guys already know what you're getting into. So at the end of each video, if the next episode contains a shark and not something, different like we did last time, I will draw it at the end of the video so you know what we're getting into for the next one, if that makes sense. So drawings still exist, but you're also gonna come to the video knowing what you're gonna learn about. So let's dive into it. So we got Goblin Shark. I am very convinced that most people do not know about this shark, and that's totally fine. This shark is completely understudied, so there is not a whole lot about this shark that we know, but what we do know is really cool. So let's take a look and find our Goblin Shark in here. I should probably bookmark. Okay, found it. All right, so disclaimer, this shark is a little scary, so maybe don't show your kids. I don't want you yelling at me that your kids were scared of this shark, so just be prepared to see what she looks like, but let's just get a little sneak peek. I got a little different, little different than what you normally see. Okay, so where does this name come from? I mean, I personally think it's super fitting to the way that this shark looks, but this name actually comes from Japan. So this was a shark that was accidentally caught by a fisherman off the coast of Japan. He saw it and he was like, what the heck is this? Didn't know. This was actually in 1898. So 1898 was when this shark first came, to the human eyes. It's been around forever. So the Goblin Shark was actually named after a demon. So that fisherman saw this shark and he instantly thought of this long-nosed, red-faced demon that was named Tengu. So Tengu is the name of the demon, and then in Japanese, shark translates to zame. So Tengu zame was what they called the Goblin Shark, and if you translate Tengu zame into English, you get Goblin Shark. They're also actually known as the vampire shark, which again is really fitting, and that's mainly because they have super long, skinny, and pointy teeth, and they live in the depths. They tend to avoid sunlight, just like good old vampires, and not like the Edward Cullen, like sparkly vampires, but like, Dracula. So red-faced demon, like Danielle, that picture, they did not look red, but what's really cool about the distinction of the Goblin Sharks is their skin is actually like a blush pink, which is super pretty, and that is because they're semi-transparent. Their skin is thin and it covers a huge amount of blood vessels, so these sharks do bruise very easily, like most girls, but yes, they are like a pinkish and reddish color. Other than that, they have a super long pointy nose, as you saw. I'll probably drop some more pictures, a little video of them swimming along, living their life. Their fins are also super rounded. They're not like your standard, just shark fin that is pointy. So they have really short, stouty, rounded fin. These are some big sharks too. From what we have learned, these sharks can grow up to over 12 feet long and weigh over like 450 pounds. So these are some big boys, and I wouldn't mess with them if I saw them, but good news for that, they do live in super deep water. They live around like 900 to 4,300 feet, like in the depths. So these sharks are no threat to human. They have never attacked a human, nothing that's been reported. So just know you probably will not see a Goblin Shark swim up to you on shore because they do not like the sunlight, and that is also due to having super small eyes. Basic science, they won't go near the sunlight with their small eyes. So when they are hunting, they will use the electronic sensors that they have on their snouts, which is something that actually we're going to dive into the next video. So just keep in mind the way that these sharks hunt is through these sensors on their snouts. Goblin sharks typically feast on squid and crab. Again, a really yummy diet, I would say. But yes, they do like to lurk along the ocean floor, and then the only time you'll ever see a shark come up to the surface, and I'm saying about like 90 feet to 100 feet to the surface, is usually the young juveniles who are just curious, and those are the ones who usually learn that they don't react well to the light. The coolest thing about goblin sharks are the way that they eat their food. So there are, like in the picture, we saw the jaw kind of distended, and then in the video or pictures that I'll show you, you can kind of see that everything is just like flat, and you just see the nose is just like that blade sticking out. But what is super cool, and I know we have talked about sharks and how their jaws will distend and, you know, retract in and out. Goblin sharks do it with top and bottom. So they are like classified as like slingshot feeders. So their jaws practically sit on a hinge, and when they're ready to attack, like it is just like bam. Like, let me just bam. Like, it is so fast. They say their jaw distends as fast as a New York City person walks. Like, it's just super, super quick, and it is very unique. This is like one of the only sharks that actually, like, the jaw physically comes out and distends, and it's really cool. Another really cool thing about this shark, and this is of course like what we know of, but the goblin shark is the only remaining member of its family. The family is pronounced Mitzur Kurenday or something, just like right here. This is the family name, and as we know, the goblin shark is the only remaining member of this family. This family dates back to millions of years ago, and again, they are very understudied, and I say they're super understudied because they live so deep and we don't know a whole lot about them. But there could be other members of this family that live in the depths that we don't know about, but as of now, the shark is the only remaining member of this family, which is pretty cool. And they're super prehistoric, totally dinosaur aged, millions and millions of years ago. Yeah, so we don't really know how they mate. We don't know how they give birth. I would call them rare, but we don't know that. Like I said, they're just super understudied. There could be tons of them, but because we don't have a lot of facts on them, you know, they're classified as very rare species. Lastly, and sadly, goblin sharks do not do well in captivity, as most sharks, they do not. In 2007, an aquarium in Tokyo caught a goblin shark, put it in captivity, and he died 2 days later. So again, that would have been the best time to study and learn about these sharks, but most sharks do not do well in captivity, and my guess for that reason is because it wasn't nearly as deep enough for their pressure, and it was bright. Like, aquariums are pretty bright. So wherever they had it, whatever they did with it, I have no idea, but he did not make it. Since then, nobody else has ever tried to put a goblin shark in captivity, which scientifically it would make sense to not even try. So that is our goblin shark. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. Again, I'm sorry they're a little terrifying, but yeah, they're super, super unique. And I mean, I think all sharks are unique in their own way, but this is just distinct. Like, if you saw this shark in a picture, you would know goblin shark. So I really hope that for you. I hope you can spring that on someone and they're like, where did you learn that? You're a genius. Like, a random fun fact, I think. So yes, you guys know what to do. I hope you have all at least clicked on the conservation links at least once, kind of just get a look at like what I support and what I look at, how I view, and you can just, again, learn something. But I really hope you guys like this video, share this video. I really think it's special and cool that I was actually contacted by a company that is in relation to sharks, so they really want to see how this channel does and how it takes off. So like the video, share, comment. You know, we're here to learn about sharks, and I have some really fun things up my sleeve. So if we change a thing or two here and there, just know we're growing, we're learning, we're evolving, just like sharks. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope you come back for the next one. I'm not going to be doing a drawing at the end of this video, even though I know we just changed it, but the next video will be something a little more scientific about like a feature, I guess, some sharks have that I need to talk more on because I can't not say the scientific name without you guys knowing what it means. So I'm gonna kind of dive into that one a little bit for the next video. And at the end of that video, I will be doing a drawing so we know what shark we're doing next. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I also Hope you guys had a great weekend. I know we just came off of Valentine's Day, and I hope there was so much love thrown your way. And if not, I'll give you some. Just know you're important, know you're special, know you're smart, know your worth. Everybody is here for a reason. So that's me pep talking you up. So have a good one, guys. I will see you next time.